What's up, Mon? So this is Benry, and I just wanted to give you a quick little update here because something really weird just happened to me, Mon. I just dropped my freaking mullet activator on the floorboard of my car, Mon. Okay, so I'm in my Volkswagen Beetle right now, and I just got out of Walmart to buy my weekly refill of mullet activator because, man, I gotta keep that mullet nice and fresh for the ladies, nice and activated. But anyways, so I was trying to check out, and there was this cashier who I guess she just forgot she was cashier. So it's finally my turn in line, and I've been waiting for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, man. Like, I checked the time. It was like 9 p.m. by the time I got in there. It was like 1 by the time I got up to the cash register, and there were only like 5 people in front of me. So, man, sorry about that, man. I had some more of that Arkansas chicken. But, so I have my mullet activator, and I'm just sitting there, and she forgets that she's a cashier, man. She's like teaching swimming lessons in her head, I think, while watching Mean Girls at the same time, and she's like saying every line out loud. And then I finally ring the little bell on the desk, like, you know, a little ding-a-ling, man, and I'm about to wet my dainty britches here, because it's been hours since I went in there to get my mullet activator. And there was only one cashier in the whole thing. So, man, I'm just sitting there, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I forgot that I was a cashier for a couple of minutes." So I'm like, "Man, are you a sandal?" And she was like, "No, I am in fact not. I am a flip-flop. How dare you misgender me?" And I was so confused, because a flip-flop is not a gender. I thought it was a species. But anyways, so I'm just sitting there. Well, I guess it could be your gender if you wanted it to be, but not usually. Usually it's not one of the many genders. Anyways, man, so I'm just sitting there, like, waiting for her to come over to me and scan my mullet activator that I have been waiting for a couple hours now. Like I said, it was like 1:30 p.m. I got there at like 8:59. So, and then I got my mullet activator, and then I just went straight to the cashier, and she took hours. So, man, I'm just sitting there. And she is just staring, and she tries to pick up the beeper thing. She tries to scan me like they do with the thermometers at the hospital. She was like, "You're gonna have to pull your pants down, sir, because I need to scan your left butt cheek." And I'm like, "Excuse me? This is harassment, man. You can't do that to me. I'm a child, man." But she said, well, I got to. That's policy, man. So I'm like, alright, and I drop my dainty britches, man. And she puts that beeper up, and it scans. And I don't know why it scans, man. I don't know if there's like a code embedded into my left butt cheek, but it scanned. And anyways, man, so I'm just sitting there. I'm just sitting there, like, staring off into oblivion, waiting for her, who is also staring off into oblivion. At this point, we're both, like, just staring directly out, man, into each other's eyes, waiting for the other to scan, waiting for her to scan the item. So she finally picks up my little my little bottle of mullet activator. And then she scans it, but she scans the lid, and then she starts flipping it around, scanning everywhere but the barcode, man. She missed the barcode. She scanned my mullet. She scanned my shirt again. She tried to scan my shirt and recharge me for it because I left the tag on. She scanned my dignity, man. I don't know where it went. I think she pulled a fast one on me and stole it. and I'm about to pee right now, man. Like, I gotta get out of there. I gotta get out of this line so I can go run to the bathroom. Because I've been waiting in this line for 45 minutes, longer than 45 minutes, man. And she's just sitting there trying to scan the freaking thing for 5 freaking minutes. She's missing everything. She's trying to charge me for my shirt that I'm wearing. Even though they don't sell shirts at the Walmart neighborhood market, man. They don't sell... She scanned my non-existent abs and tried to charge me for that. She scanned the pillow I sleep on at night, man. I don't know how she got that. But she scanned my back teeth. She scanned my eyelash, man. She scanned my father's dentures. I'm sorry, Mom. This is too good. Man, I'm so concerned. How did this even happen to me? But anyways, so I just want to get my mullet activator and leave. And she's sitting there, she's scanning the ceiling at this point. She's scanning a random baby. I don't know where this baby went, Mom, but she's trying to charge me for the baby. She pulled the baby out from under the cash register. It had a tag on it. I don't think that's okay, Mom. It was screaming. That's where the screaming babies come from in those stores, man. If you ever hear a screaming baby, just know it's probably under the cash register, man. She just pulled that thing out, and she's like, "Okay, man, look, I've got a baby here. It's not mine. I don't know whose it is, but you're gonna pay for it." And I'm like, I have only $5 for my mullet activator, man. And she's like, all right, I'll try the next person. She shoves it back under the cash register. I heard a bonk. I hope that baby's okay. But anyways, man. So she finally picks up the mullet activator, finds the barcode, and scans it. And then she's like, just sitting there staring at me. Man, and I'm like trying to get my money out, and I hand her the $5 bill, and she points to the screen beside her, and it says error, that this item cannot be scanned. So I'm like, man, I buy this mullet cream, this mullet activator here every Wednesday, man. Every Wednesday, religiously, I come here. This is my religion. You gotta give me this mullet cream. You know, it's a scannable item. Turns out she scanned the wrong barcode. She scanned a pack of bologna. I don't know where that came from, man. But, then she actually scans the mullet activator, finally. And turns out I'm a penny short. And I'm like, okay, man, I'll have to give you the penny another time. And she's like, no, man, you gotta give me that penny now. I cannot live without this penny, man. I will get fired from my job if I do not have this penny, man. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go on a penny scavenger hunt. I turn to the person behind me, I'm like, can I have a penny? And they're like, why would I give you a penny, man? And I'm like, come on, I really need this penny, and I'm good looking, man. And she's like, you look like a dried up walnut, man. So I'm like, how dare you? And then I will run I told her, hold my spot, man. I waited for too long for this, and there's a line of 30 people behind me. God knows how long that's gonna take you. If 5 people took you 3 hours, man. So anyways, I'm sitting there, she put the baby as a blocker for the cash register. Yeah, man. So she uses the baby as the item separator, man. I don't think that's okay. So I'm running around looking for a penny, man, because there's gotta be a penny on the floor somewhere. I'm in the parking lot. I'm in the freaking bathroom looking for a penny. I'm everywhere, man. There's not a single penny. Until finally this man, who's really short and stubby looking, he said his name was Danny Crink. He came out of nowhere and gave me a penny. And I said, I owe you my soul. You saved my mullet, man. And he disappeared in a cloud of smoke. But he didn't really disappear. That was just an illusion because I saw him, because he's not very good at magic tricks. he must be a magician or something. I saw him burrow under the ground like a mole rat and go, like, back to his white windowless van. I don't know if this penny was a tracker of him trying to like, steal me or something. But anyways, man, at this point, I really got to go to the bathroom. So I run back over to the cash register, man. And I give her the penny, and I give her the $5 bill, because it's $5.01. They went up cent. Freaking inflation, man. So she takes it, and then she just sits there feeling of the $5 bill. Just nothing. And I'm like, man, I really gotta go to the bathroom. Can you, like, put that in the cash register and give me my item? And she's just feeling of the $5 bill. She's like, oh, this feels nice. Where'd you get it? And I'm like, I don't know where I got it, man. It's a $5 bill. And she's like, oh, man, I really would like to have me one of these. And then I'm like, listen, man, I need to go to the bathroom. And she's like, oh, you need to go to the bathroom? And I'm like, yeah, I've been saying that for the past 15 minutes while you've been sitting there scanning my freaking father's dentures. So she's like, okay, hold on. And I'm like, I can go to the bathroom. You'll hold the line for me. And she's like, no, you can't leave. And I'm like, but I just left to find a penny. And she's like, yeah, that's important. You're not important enough to leave. So here's a pot. And she pulls out a pot of gumbo. And I'm like, Mon, what do you mean? And she's like, go in the pot. And I'm like, but what if it turns from a number 1 to a number 2? She's like, just go in the pot. So I'm like, fine, you know what? I'd rather pee in a gumbo pot than pee in my dainty britches in front of 3 other people. So I'm peeing in the gumbo pot, and she's still sitting there filling up the $5 bill, asking me where I got it. Like, I didn't just say it's a $5 bill. I probably found it at in the parking lot of the McDonald's. So anyways, she's just sitting there feeling of my $5 bill, and I finally get done peeing, and she slides the gumbo pot back under. She said, oh, I'm gonna save that for later. I'm so scared, man. I don't know what she's doing with that, but anyways, man, so she's still sitting there, feeling up the $5 bill, and I'm like, Mom, can I go? I just peed in a gumbo pot in front of 30 other people, and I'm holding up the line, and you're holding up the line, and don't you want to go home? Don't you have a family to feed? She's like, no. And I'm like, Mom, what do you mean no? And she's like, I'm alone. I'm real alone, Mom. And I'm like, why are you alone? And she's like, my husband died at the age of 1. And I'm like, Mom, how are you? What? She's like, my husband, he died at the age of 1, Mom. And I'm like, the age of what? And she's like, he died, Mom. He died. His head got crushed from a fallen doorknob. Because he was so petite and tiny, man. His head that doorknob, it fell right out, man. And it crushed him, and it took his life. I'm like, I'm sorry to hear your sob story, man, but I've got a family to take care of. I've got a woman, and I don't want to hear about your crap, man. I'm like, just let me get back to my friend, man. I gotta go home. She's like, who's your friend? And I'm like, it's none of your business. And she's like, please tell me who your friend is, man. I'm so nosy. I can't help it. And I'm like, all right, his name is Derp. And at one point, he tried to taxidermy his grandma, but he got taxidermy and cremate confused. And he looked up how to cremate someone. So then he burned his grandma alive with a flamethrower. And then, we don't know what happened after that. I thought she fell down the stairs, and then she got hurt. But then she was fine, man, after that. But Derp thought she was dying, so, he tried to taxidermy her, but he got that mixed up with, cremation. So that's nice, man. And she's like, oh, wow. That's such a sad story, man. She said that's kind of like the time that my grandma got her neck broke by a flying burrito. I'm so sad about that, man. And I'm like, man, that's horrible. And we're just sitting there. She pulls tissues out of the cash register. I don't know what else she has under there. She's got a lot of that. So we're crying. We're just crying together for her poor grandma. And then someone from the back of the line yells for us to hurry up. I think her name was Deborah. And she's like, get out of my way, man. I've got 4 kids at home. I've got God knows how many just roaming around. I've got a family to take care of. And I need my 17 pounds of cheese, man. And I'm like, okay, that's her fault. And she's, the woman behind the cash register goes, oh, hello, Deborah, man. Would you like some gumbo to take home to your family? And I'm, like, shaking my head rapidly, like, no, man, because I'm not going to say I peed in the gumbo. I'm not going to say I peed in the gumbo out loud, man. Oh, man, my foot's asleep, man. Oh, man. Man, help me. My foot's asleep, man, and it's taking over my body, man. Help me. But anyways, I'm gonna try to tell you the rest of the story with my foot asleep, man. It hurts. Oh, God. It's tingly. But anyways, man. So, and she takes the gumbo, and she pays for her pound of cheese, which I'm still in the middle of checking out. But she takes the gumbo, she takes a little sip of it, and she said, wow, it tastes great. What type of spices did you use? And she's like, oh, it's a family recipe. And I'm like, what? But Deborah, she flips me off because I was shaking my head rapidly, telling her, no, don't taste the gumbo, man. But she did it anyways, and now she drank my urine. And I think she deserved it, man. But anyways, so, finally, this girl stops fiddling with the $5 bill. Turns out she lost the penny that I gave her. She lost the penny. She dropped it. I don't know where it went, man. And I'm like, listen, man, that's your fault. I gotta go. And she's like, no, you find me another penny. And then freaking Danny Crink comes back, burrowing like a mole rat. This time he was crashing his freaking windowless van through the grocery store floor, man. And then he opens the back, and he's just got a bunch of pennies back there. And I was like, man, are you gonna glue those to the ceiling or what? And he was like, here's a penny for you, man. And I'm like, she doesn't deserve a penny. She's taking way longer than 5 minutes to scan my thing. And so I take the penny and I pay for it. And she finally takes my stuff and she puts it in a bag, and she just stands there looking out the window with the bag in her hand. And I'm like, man, can I have my thing? Can I have my thing? And I reached over to grab my bag from her, and she whacked my hand with a cane and started screaming at me in German. So I'm sitting there for another minute being screamed at in German, and then she just goes back to sitting there, just staring. Until after like 5 minutes later, she finally hands me my bag and tells me to get out of her store. And I said, I hope you get fired, and I hope your grandma dies again tragically. And your husband. I hope they both die tragically again, man. And she's like, you're a cruel man. And I'm like, no, you're a cruel man. And then I walked out, saw Deborah calling her friends about the gumbo that she was given from a complete stranger. Who takes gumbo from a stranger, man? Anything could be in there. And now I'm sitting in my car filming this, man. So I hope you guys found humor in my pain. But anyways, man. Oh, hold on. There's someone knocking on my window. Hello? What? Oh my god, man. She's back. She's asking for pennies. So I gotta get my... I got bang. I shot her. Oh my god, she's multiplying. Oh my god, she's multiplying, man. Oh, we gotta go. I hit her with my car, man. She won't die, man. I'm driving away. I'm driving away, man. I'm driving away. Okay, I'm far away, man. I'm far away. I can hear her screams vaguely in the background, but I think she's following me, man. I gotta get home. I gotta put up the laser. I gotta put up the laser protection, man. I gotta get home. Alright, I'll give you guys an update later. Alright, bye guys. Thank you for watching my video. Please help me, man. Please. I just want my mullet activator. Oh, the organs chicken.